Hello, it's Sketchholic World. Thank you, Sketchholic World. Welcome everyone to my live drawing. I'm using charcoal pencils. This is the rough sketching stage. I'm using General's charcoal pencil. This is the 2B. Hello, Nicanor. Good evening din. Ahmad Basrefan. What name of paper? This paper that I use here is the Strathmore 300 series vellum surface. Because I'm using charcoal pencils directly on the paper, I need a bit textured or toothy paper to for the charcoal to adhere to the paper. So as you can see, the skin tone is still very rough because I'm not blending yet. And I will be using several blenders here, like soft brush, and also this one. This is my favorite blender for charcoal pencil, which is the originally this is used for pan pastel pan pastels as applicator, but I love to use this as blender. It can easily blend charcoal pencil, so I'll try it here a little bit. So can you see it? It's very nice. It's very easy using this tool to blend the charcoal pencil. Sabi ni Nicanor, mas na-try niyo na po ba ang color pencil use? Pero black and white ang dating gray tones. Na-try ko na yan. Oo, na-try ko na siya pero hindi ko maalala kung medyo matagal na. Ano ba yung nagawa kong gray tone? Oo, naalala ko, na-try ko na nga siya. Gamit ang black at saka yung mga gray tones, saka yung mga blue gray. Polychromos, maganda siyang gamitin with yung ganung technique. Oo, at saka ano, maganda kasi hindi naman natin madalas gamitin yung mga gray, so nasasayang lang. Sabi ni Nicanor, tsaka po yung color pencil medyo hindi messy, oo. Kaya lang medyo, natry ko sa Prismacolor, medyo mahirap. Hindi ganun kadali sa Prismacolor kasi siyempre limited lang yung mailalagay na color. Medyo mahirap i-blend. Pero pag polychromos, medyo madali. Kalakal gloves, when is your color pencil drawing? Uh, Maybe after I finish this portrait using charcoal pencils. Maybe next week. If I can finish this, rather, if I can finish this the whole week, uh, next week, maybe the week after that. Kalakal Vlogs, can I recommend an image? Can you draw it in color pencils? I will also, it will help me. I have a lot of plans already for the upcoming drawing, so I don't think I can uh, accommodate any request right now. Reka Koshti. Hi, hello Reka Koshti. Sophia Sophie. Did you always care or choose the paper when you want to draw with pencil or color paper? Yes, the paper is a very much big factor for my drawings. So there are papers that I love to use with graphite. There are certain papers that I like to use with charcoal or with colored pencils. Even with pencils, it really depends on the kind of colored pencils. If I use like kids colored pencils or low quality colored pencils, there are certain papers that would work best for those kind of pencils. For wax based, I prefer some papers for wax based and a different paper for oil based. So it really depends on the pencil that I use. um, so in short, paper is as important as pencils for me, because good papers can make uh, a lot difference in terms of the output. Rekakoshti, which color pencils will you choose? FCCP or Crayola? They are both good, but I lean a little bit more to Crayola. I love Crayola a little bit better than FCCP. So I'm trying to capture the very dark shadow on this right side of the face. This is very very dark, so I'm trying to capture the contrast, the darkness, and on this side is a bit lighter. ML Gamer Shot. Sayang hindi ko rin pencil drawing. Next time po. Kasi medyo nami-miss ko rin ang charcoal pencils, especially using charcoal pencils on white paper. Medyo matagal ko nang hindi nagagawa ang charcoal pencil on white paper kasi kung napapansin nyo kung sa mga nakaraang charcoal pencils video ko, ang ginagamit ko is gray paper para nagagamit ko yung white pencil. So, parang nangangalawang na ako sa white paper using charcoal pencils kaya tinry ko ulit. Sophie, how many hour or day you'll finish up hyper-realistic drawing? With hyper-realistic, I really can tell because it takes lots and lots of hours a day, and I think if it's really hyper-realistic, it would take me about a month to finish the hyper-realistic. This is like this one. This is not hyper realistic. I think I can say that this is just realistic, I think, because hyper realistic is the one with crazy uh, details on the skin tone that you have to capture on paper, and that really takes lots of time, weeks, even months to finish. So I don't normally do a lot of hyper realistic because that consumes a lot of time to do. Although I'm talking about black and white, like this one, the charcoal or the graphite. But with colored pencils, it's I'm trying some hyper realistic with colored pencils, but I can't finish it with just a week or 10 days. It really takes lots and lots of hours and days and months to finish. That's why once in a while I want to do something like this, which is not hyper realistic, and it's a little bit quicker to do, although it's a bit realistic also, like this one using charcoal. Basically charcoal is a lot time consuming, I'd rather time saving, because it uh, it's a lot quicker to use charcoal compared to graphite. If you're trying to do realistic drawing or hyper realistic. Jorge Di Angelo or Angelo. Hola, excelente. Thank you, um, Jorge Di Angelo. ML Gamer shout, sana kung mag-live ka bukas, colored pencil naman. Sige po, try natin. Hello, Eva S. From Germany. Wow. I wonder what time is it right now in Germany. Because here in the Philippines, it's already 10:30 p.m. So, Sophie, sorry if I asked too much question. That's okay. That's really okay. Did you learn art by yourself or you took class for it? Yeah, I'm self-taught. Uh, I learned from trial and error, and I really don't know anything about colored pencils or graphite or charcoal. I see from the malls here in the Philippines. I see the artists there who have stalls who draw on the mall, and I just observe them and try to look for the materials that they are using, and then I try it for many years. I did trial and error. I didn't have any schooling or any training or any seminars about drawing, about uh, portraiture. So and I'm proud of it. I'm a little bit proud of uh, the small things that I was able to achieve in portraiture by just studying, uh, self studies. Eva S. It's 4:30 p.m. in Germany. Wow. Sophie. Wow, I'm proud of you. Yes, I'm a little bit also proud of myself because it's not easy. The road is really uh, bumpy, and there are times that you would want to give up, or because you can seem to improve. But good thing, I love drawing, I love art, I enjoy it, and now I'm here on YouTube because of because I really want to pursue this passion. ML gamer shots. I love holding pencils. Like of course, how you want you earn by commissions. I stopped getting commissions since I started my YouTube channel. I concentrated here on my channel. ML Gamer Shots, pwede ba malaman kung magkano ang price ng commission? Ako iba-iba eh. Walang specific na price. It depends on the artist. It depends on the reputation that the artist was able to build. It depends on the materials that the artist used. So, but one thing is for sure, the price should not be cheap. Because as an artist, you really give your heart and soul to the piece. So, it should not be cheap. It should be the right price. The right price for the effort, the artistry, and everything. So, there is no really specific amount or price because there are a lot of factors to consider. But personally, I don't encourage beginners. This is just my personal opinion. I don't encourage beginners to accept commission portraits yet. You really have to be equipped as an artist. You really have to be able to already perfect your art or your talent or your skills before you accept commission portraits. Like for me, I accepted commission portraits when when I already graduated college, meaning around 21 years old. That's the first time that I accepted commission portraits, and I practiced a lot before that. I don't want to accept commissions when I'm not super ready because I don't want to compromise the quality of the drawing because people will pay and they accept nothing less from what they can get from you as an artist, because they're going to treasure it. Before I accept commissions, I'm giving everything for free. I draw my cousins, my friends for free. I don't accept payment because I was not confident. But when I felt that I am very much capable of being able to accept commissions, that's how I really price my portraits, my drawings, because I know that the people who ask for commissions will treasure it for many years. Artcraft. Thank you, Artcraft. Potato, thank you. Artcraft. Some tips for portraits. Lex, uh, like, what is that? Some tips for improvement. Well, there is nothing better than constant practice, constant trial and error. Just don't be discouraged, because uh, there will be times when you feel like nothing is happening, that you're not improving or anything like that. All you need to do is just to continue. Just just continue to improve, to practice, to study. I think beginners at this day and age are a lot luckier that compared to us, the older generations, because during our time when we were practicing, there's no YouTube yet. But now there are a lot of social media platforms that you can uh, use to help you to practice, and there's a lots of tutorial available right now. But during my time when I was younger, you really have to try it on your own. Sophia, I started to draw again when I watch your drawing videos, and I always amazed. Also, your tutorial is really helpful. You really inspired me. Wow, thank you so much. That you really made me happy with that comment. Thank you so much, Sophia. MI, MI, one of my favorite portraiture artists. I did your tip on black cherry and other colors similar to skin tones. Improved so much. Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. I'm really, really happy to hear that that I was able to help. MI, thank you also. Sophia, no, I should thanks to you. You're welcome. You're very much welcome. Party art. Wow, you really spend time on your drawings, man. Yes, yes, I really do. I don't want to rush my drawings. I don't want to sacrifice the quality of the drawing. Because what I typically do is realistic drawings. But there are some art styles that is a lot quicker to do. There are some looser styles, but mine is a bit realistic. That's why I'm spending a little bit more effort and time. Sonia Basor. My name is Tanish HQ. Doodley. Hello, Doodley. Uh, this looks amazing from Doodley. Thank you, Doodley. Party art. I'm more of a cartoon like marker blending style. Pretty weird. I know that's not weird. That is a very good style as well, and I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do cartoon drawings. I'm really not so much into that. That's why I have also high respect for people who can do cartoon like drawings. Sophie, you don't want to try pastel colors drawings? I am using pastel pencils. But if you're asking if you're referring to the soft pastels, if I'm getting it right, yeah, I don't do that much on my channel on YouTube, but I already tried that before using chalk pastels. But here I want to concentrate on pencil form. What do you call this? Pencils, or rather, medium. Pala, what's that? Palaraw Gamer. Friend, where are you from? I'm from the Philippines. Niche Shal, your sketch is very fair. Sparty art, yeah, very many artists do cartoon style. Palaraw Gamer, I'm from Philippines. My hobby is drawing, but I am a beginner. Pilipino ka rin pala si Palaraw Gamer. I Rare Kakashi, I love anime characters like Dragon Ball, One Piece, etc. Shibam Saha, hi, hello. Palaraw Gamer, opo, Philippines din. Hello D, what's your recommend paper, sir? It depends. What pencil are you using? Because the paper really depends on the materials, the pencils. Sophie, anyway, did you ever draw when you feel angry and then your art turned very good, like it was unexpected? Actually, when I am not in a good mood, I can't seem to draw. I really need to be happy. I really need to be inspired. I really need good weather, particularly here in the Philippines, where sometimes the weather can be excruciatingly hot and you sweat a lot. I sweat a lot with my hands, so when it's very humid, I can't draw. When something bad came up, I can't draw. I need to have a happy mood, an inspired mood. When there are bad days, I had to make sure that I was able to get over that first before drawing. Yeah, and yeah, there is a certain mood, there is a certain weather that I love to draw. I don't know. I love to draw during rainy seasons, during cold weather. I can't draw on a very hot summer heat, that makes my hands so sweaty. That's why I usually draw at night, like today. And the air condition you can hear on the background because the weather is really hot outside. So yeah. Shibam Saha. Hi, I'm from India. Hello, Shibam Saha from India. Palaraw Gamer, saan ka po sa Pilipinas? Nueva Ecija po. You're really good with charcoal, though, like I use like Sparty art. You're really good with charcoal, though, like I use colored pencils or graphite, but I've never seen someone do that good with charcoal. I think it really depends on the charcoal. It just so happens that I was able to find this General's charcoal pencil, which is really really nice and easy to use compared to other charcoal brands. So it's a big help also. And with other brands, it's really hard. I understand that using charcoal is very very hard to do, and very very hard to blend as well. So it's a good thing that I was able to find this very smooth charcoal right here. Jolo, did you use the Loomis method? Um, Whenever I am just doing like without a reference photo, I do that because I think I'm not used to drawing freehand, especially if you are trying to do hyper realistic or realistic drawings. That's really hard to do, but I know how to use the Loomis method, and once in a while I use it whenever I want to draw something that is not very realistic, like semi-realistic, like that. And even with reference photo, I sometimes do the Loomis method. But with realistic drawings and the drawings that I use here in YouTube, I need to have a quicker method for my outline. Just for my outline right here, I have a very a nice outline here where that can guide me through my drawing. Palaraw Gamer Idol, anong klaseng paper ang ginagamit mo sa pagdrawing? Karaniwan, Strathmore papers ang ginagamit ko. Sophie, I can draw when I'm angry and get relaxed and get a good drawing, so I relate. Star Sailor Pop, hello Star Sailor Pop. D-Pop artist, op. Palagay nyo, ito, isa po ako sa mga subscribe nyo. Nakaka-inspire ko sa yung mga drawing mo. Salamat, Palaraw Gamer. Star Sailor Pop, hello everyone. Sparty art, yeah, it gets dark and it's hard to blend. That's true. And usually the regular charcoal only have like 3 kinds, and they don't even have grades. But this one, this Generals, it has grade. This is the 2B. So you can see this is not very dark. This is just perfect for the darkness that I wanted. But if I want a little bit darker than here, I can use the darker grade, which is the 4B right here. And if I want lighter shadow, I use the HB right here. So it's like graphite. It has grades, unlike regular charcoal where there is just the soft, the medium, and the hard, which is there's really no uh, distinction in terms of the grades. Hello gamer, ano gumagamit ka ba ng grid sa tuwing magdo-drawing ka? Hindi na ngayon, dati nung bata-bata ako. So sa mga beginner, yan ang sinasuggest ko, mag-grade method. Kasi masasana yung mata mo sa proportion. Pero ngayon, mga drawing ko kasi for YouTube, for commissions, pag magko-commission ako, grid method pa rin. Pero ngayon sa YouTube kasi kailangan may madalian na akong outline. So I do that tracing method for my outline. For ano, para hindi masyadong matagalan. Kasi pa yung grid medyo, for me, medyo matagal nang gawin. Para gamer, para sa inyo po, yung pinaka-smooth na paper para maging realistic yung drawing nyo po. Actually, hindi sa smoothness naging realistic. Mas realistic pa nga kapag may texture o kapag may tooth yung paper. Pag smooth, medyo mahirap pang gamitin yung smooth kasi walang kakapitan yung lapis. Sparty art really cool. Sophie, I see that you didn't use blending tool. Why you don't use it? I do use, I'm gonna be using blending tools here, but I don't want to blend yet because I'm not yet done with the blocking in of my shadows. But a while ago I already tried one of my blenders right here, which is the pan pastel applicator, and I use it for right here on the dark shadows right here. It is easily blends, but I don't want to blend yet, fully blend just yet, because I'm still building my shadows. But I'm using the foam applicator. I'm using soft brushes, makeup brushes, big and small right here, and I also use the blending stump. So everything will be a lot smoother and blend really well later on. Palaro gamer, idol, ilang taon ka po nung nag-start ka mag-drawing? Bata, elementary yung drawing niya ako. Pero yung talagang nung nakita ko yung passion ko for pencil medium, siguro after college na, or even during college, nagsisimula na akong bumili pa kunti-kunti ng mga materials. Sophie, this is my style, but I often do all layers. Then blend. Yeah, that's okay too. That's also a nice style, but here I want to establish first my shadows, because I think that I do that the application of the pencil and then the brush and the blend more on the graphite, but with charcoal I want to be I use it just like how I use pastels or colored pencils, where I want to block in my shadows first before I blend. Palaro Gamer Idols, ask lang po sino po ang yung inspirasyon nyo po sa pagdrawing? Sino? Wala naman. If you mean yung idol ba, yung idol ko sa portrait, kung yun ang ibig mo sabihin, kung sino yung hinahangaan ko sa mga YouTuber, I look parang I look up to Kung Nguyen for pastels, and for colored pencils I look up for Ni Yellow. Is a brilliant colored pencil artist. Sophie, oh, maybe I need to change the way I draw. Okay, thank you for the information. But if you find your current style work for you, that's totally fine too. But if this is something that you want to try, you can just try this, and if it works for you, then good. If it's not, there's nothing wrong with the current style that you're using right now. Palaraw Gamer, actually ay taga Leyte po ako. Wow, so layo. Kailan ka po nagsabi ni Palaraw Gamer, kailan po nagsimula mag-drawing idol? Di ba po may inspiration naman po yun? Actually, walang particular na inspiration. Parang inborn eh. Parang something na parang gift from God, I think, na kailangan na talagang kusa ka na lang idadalhin doon sa way na yun. So, hindi ko alam. Talagang bata pa lang ako, masaya na ako nagdo-drawing talaga. Gist. I wish I could do that. Sophie, being the person. Wow, thank you, Sophia. Sparty Art Meet. Party art, do you do small areas of shading, then go to the big areas, or is it that just me? By the way, it's my first time being in your stream or seeing your videos. Wow, thank you. Welcome to my channel, Party art. Do you do small areas of shading, then go to big areas, or I usually start with the eyes, the nose, and the lips. That's the first thing that I would normally start drawing, and then I go to big areas like the forehead and the large part of the face. Party art, do you often use charcoal for your drawings? I try to alternate the materials that I use. Uh, Sometimes I use colored pencil, sometimes I use graphite, and then charcoal. But for now, I try because I have not tried in a long time drawing directly using charcoal pencil on paper, on white paper. So now I decided to try it again using white paper, the charcoal pencil, because typically from my couple of past drawings, I use charcoal pencil on gray paper, and I use white pencil there, the white charcoal pencil. But I think it's already been what 2 years since the last time I tried drawing using charcoal on white paper. But I've been using charcoal a lot, but not on white papers, but on gray papers, because I really want the effect of using white charcoal. So here, since I'm using white paper, I'm not gonna be using my white charcoal right here. And here, I really need to maximize the whiteness of the paper for my highlights. Pala raw gamer idol, anong klaseng charcoal pencils po yung madalas yung gamitin? Ito lang naman yung ginagamit ko since I started my channel. Mula nung na-discover ko tong General's charcoal pencils, hindi na ako gumamit ng ibang charcoal, kasi ito yung charcoal pencil na madaling i-apply directly sa papel. Unlike other charcoal pencils that is really hard to apply on paper and very hard to blend other brands. But itong Generous Charcoal, sobrang dali niyang i-apply. So hindi ko kailangan gumamit ng charcoal powder, hindi ko kailangan gumamit ng parang dry brush technique here. I just directly apply the charcoal on paper and blend it using brush and other blenders. So ito 2B pa lang, ano? It's for this things that I was able to accomplish right here. I only use the 2B. And maybe later on I'm gonna be using the 4B for very very dark values right here, and I might use the HB as well for very light tones. Sophia, you must be smiling behind the camera while answering the questions from the comments, and I know this is why you're on live. Yeah, that's true. Soldier Artist, keep it up. Thank you, Soldier Artist. Sparty Art, Sophia, para raw gamer, anong klaseng charcoal pencil po yan, idol? Uh, this is General's charcoal pencil. Wala namang parang distinction ang charcoal pencils. Ay, meron pala, merong oil-based charcoal pencils, pero ito yung regular dry charcoal. Party art, are you looking at a reference right now? Yes, here is my reference photo right beside me. .5H po kasi yung madalas kung gamitin sa tuwing simula ako mag-drawing eh. Baka naman graphite yung iyong gamit na charcoal. Ay, na charcoal, na pencil. Or baka hindi na ako familiar dun sa charcoal pencil na may 5H. Party art, what concept did you use H? Yeah, was H or B, or sometimes HB. Para raw gamer. Ay, magkaiba pala yung graphite pencils po at yung charcoal pencils. Yes, magkaiba silang medium. Yung graphite mas light at saka mas okay sa details. Ang charcoal ay mas dark, kaya medyo maingat ng konti para hindi mag overly dark. Sophie, did you have unfinished drawings? I have a couple of unfinished drawings. Some drawings that I felt like I failed, so I didn't continue. Some drawings are um, the ones that I accidentally ruined. Arnav. Hi, I also want to learn charcoal. I'm good with graphite, so I will. So will it help me to get better in charcoal? Definitely. Uh, there is a very what do you call this? Very easy transition or adjustment, because even though the drawing is a bit different, the style with graphite and the charcoal, but when it comes to the the values, when it comes to the shadows and the highlights and everything, if you know the graphite, you will find it really easy to go to try charcoal. But admittedly, there are some adjustments that you need to experience when you try charcoal. But uh, when it comes to the difficulty, it's not that difficult to transition from graphite or to try charcoal when you are already got used to graphite. Sophia Sophie, what we call that stick holding the pencil. This is the pencil extender. This is very useful because you can maximize your pencil to the very end of its life. So you will be able to use it even if your pencil is just like an inch short. So this is just the regular. Actually, these are very cheap here in the Philippines. Pencil extenders. Arnav, which is better to blend charcoal, stump or brush? I use stump for graphite. Both are very good blenders for charcoal. I use blending stump on small solid dark areas like the here on the eyes, only on small parts where you want a concentration of dark shadows. On the nostrils, which is very dark right here, but I don't usually do use the stamp for large areas because it's not going to be even. The blending and the shadow will not be smooth when you use the stamp. So for the large areas, I use brush, and for charcoal, I personally use this one. This is a foam applicator for pan pastel. This is very good to blend large areas. I will try it here right now. So you will see how it blends easily in large portion. And the blending is very nice and even right here. Can you see it? It becomes really nice and smooth. And the charcoal, the extra charcoal that it was able to absorb from this area right here. What I do here is I use it like for the hair. I clean this one by applying it on the hair right here. So it's like you are putting a base tone on the hair, and at the same time we were able to clean the foam, and you can use it again on the other parts of the face. But if you don't have this, this is optional. You can use tissue, soft tissue. You can use what do you call it, the Q-tips, or just regular naked brushes like this one. Archie's uh what's that? Archie's creation. Sir, please shout out. Yes, of course. Archie's, shout out to you, Archie's creation. Palaro gamer, ay ask ko lang po hanggang ilang oras po ang naaabot nyo po bago ka matapos sa isang portrait. Normally hindi lang oras, minsan 5 days, 1 week, mga ganun siya inaabot, lalo pag colored pencil. Pero ito, medyo madali ito. Siguro, ang ini-expect ko mga 3 days, kung hindi ako tatama rin, matatapos ko itong drawing na ito. Can you show how you sharp pencils because it looks awesome? I just use the sharp cutter knife like this one. But I can show you that here because the powder is going to scatter all over the place and it's going to be messy. But yeah, I just sharpen it very carefully using this sharp cutter knife. Palaro gamer idol, ask ko lang po, pinagawa lang po. Pinagawa lang po sa inyo yan. Hindi. Ito pang for upload to sa aking channel. Parang ano lang to. Pinakita ko lang live pero this is for my channel. I'm gonna do a tutorial. Sophie, did you still practice drawing like eyes, lips, etc. when you have time? Instead, uh, real drawing. Um, Currently, I'm no longer doing practice drawings because I just whenever I want to practice, I just upload. I just draw and then upload it on my channel. So it becomes a daily practice for me already. But I was able to show it here on my channel as well. Victor Vinicius. Hello, Victor Vinicius. Arnav, your favorite part of the portrait to draw? I like the nose. I like to draw the eyes and the lips, but if I'm going to choose which one is my favorite, my ultimate favorite is drawing the nose actually. Arnav, which brands, graphite and charcoal pencils you use? I've tried a lot of brands, but now I'm settled with for the charcoal, I'm settled with the General's charcoal pencil right here. And for the graphite, my ultimate favorite right now is the Mitsubishi High Uni graphite pencils. It is a Japanese graphite brand. How do you draw hair? Sparty art with charcoal and graphite. I do the layering technique where I start with the lightest pencil and then I blend and then I erase and then I go with another layer until I get the right darkness and the right values that I want for the hair. But with the hair, it should not be difficult because you just need to establish the shape of the hair. So the stroke is typically just straight lines unless it is a curly hair, which is a bit difficult. But the process is just layering, erasing, and blending. You just repeat the process until you get the right volume of the hair. Hello Gamer. Hello pa shoutout naman po from Leyte Leyte. So kung dito sa live, hello shoutout Padaraw Gamer. Arnav, how much time you take for one piece of art? It depends on the medium, but no, on average, I cannot say in terms of hours, but in terms of days, like sitting for like, if I'm going to spend like 5 hours, which 4 to 5 hours is my normal hours of drawings per day. So if I can be a little bit, you know, if I can be a little bit inspired, and I'm going to add more hours, typically around 5 days to 1 week. Idol, ask ko lang po, sabi ni Palaro Gamer, kung marami po ba yung nagpapaportrait sa inyo? Before COVID, madami. Malalaki, mga ano, mga family portrait. So madami before COVID. But when COVID came, the commission stopped, and that's when I started to make my own YouTube channel. And up to now, I'm still focusing, and I'm not accepting commission since then, since 2020. Party Art, well, it was fun being here, and I don't know how long you're gonna stream, but I might come back later because I have to eat. Thank you, Sparty Art. Thank you for joining my live stream. Sonia Baser, I am Tanisk from India, or Tanis HQ for India. Arnav, have you ever done commercial arts? Commercial arts. I can't quite. I'm not that familiar with commercial arts. Idol, ask ko lang po kung nagpapabayad po ba kayo sa tuwing may nagpapaportrait sa inyo. Of course, pag commission portraits, dapat may bayad. Mahal ang gamit, tsaka mahirap gumawa ng portrait pag libre. I think that's it for tonight. It's getting late here in the Philippines. It's approaching 12 midnight already. My eyes is uh, getting the best of me already. It's really fun to be joining you on this live stream, and I really appreciate your time for watching and for commenting and for just joining me on this live stream. I hope to see you next time because it's really getting late here in the Philippines. For those 20 people right here right now, thank you so much for still being here despite it's already too late here in the Philippines. So thank you so much. Thank you. I hope to see you on my next live stream. Uh, See you. Maybe I'll be doing some colored pencil drawings next time. So thank you. I really appreciate your time for joining me right here on my live stream. Thank you. Bye bye everyone. See you next time.